welcome back to the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide series. This is the Warring Triad quarterfinals. We continue with our second match of the day. This is Team Bahamut versus Team Doomgaze, game one of this series between SeelingKatt and Peanut Butter Jelly, please. Now, going into this matchup, we do have some statistics for you all. Kat started the season of the 6 rounds early round series, the round robin series. Started with 3 wins, but 3 games she did lose the last 3 games, so she's currently 3-3. Peanut Butter Jelly is currently 5-1 in those opening 6-game series. The one loss did come with only a 1 minute, about 15-second loss, so very close finish there. 5-1 on that series for them. And once again, this is going to be a Doom set for you all. SeelingKatt versus Peanut Butter Jelly. Please, again, this is the first game, so neither side has won any games yet. That's what the Chocobo heads you see on top of there next to their names. Each Chocobo head means they've won 1 game. You need 2 games to move on to the semifinals. Looking for 6 characters, 9 espers. Now, fortunately, with the Doom set, does mean we do only start with 2 characters here on each of these. And oh my goodness, we have issues. Sorry about that, guys. A little technical difficulty. I forgot to link them. Sorry about that. There we go. So on the left side, we do have SeelingKatt and blue, and on Peanut Butter Jelly's side, we have the, we're gonna say aqua? Green? I guess we can call it. Also, by the way, joining us about halfway through this match, we will have Dreamsglue, the fellow dog. He's going to be joining me in the booth here in just a little bit. 1 minute to race time here. We're going to let our runners know that now. I am pulling triple duty right now. I am doing restream, tracking, and I'm on the mic. So please bear with me. Okay, y'all? Please help me out in chat if I do miss something, miss a check or whatever. I would definitely appreciate that. Thank you very much. Alrighty then. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to make sure the counting them down here. Alright, their 10-second flight is up and running. Once again, this is the Doom set. Now, we will not be able to recast espers. Pretty much we're looking for big sticks to hit things with, because this is all about physical attacking damage. High vigor. We start with low magic. We start with a magic penalty, but we do start with a lot of vigor. And we are off and running, at least on Peanut Butter Jelly's side. We have a Celeste, my girl, is in the group. And we got Locke, the Lovers Duo, is our starting group. Very interesting start here. We do have a 2 free checks here. We got the one on South Figaro Basement, and we got the other one in Narsh World of Ruin. This is not Spicy Chicken that we just saw. There is no Y remove in this set. So we won't be deviating into like Mount Zozo or something like that with a cyan check. We have to go straight into regular series of checks. Peanut Butter Please goes into South Figaro side, while SeelingKatt goes into that World of Ruin Narsh. They're going straight into that weapon shop for that first reward here. Dragon Boots earrings. Earrings is available there. We'll sell the elixir for those earrings. That's a good trade there. Of course, I blink and missed it, guys. I missed what the reward there was. I heard the Esper sound. I'm going to assume she got the Esper. Seraphim and Oralance. Oralance would not be a bad thing to get, especially we do get Dragoon gear later on. 6 on the Curse Shield. That is low. We are definitely going to see that thing broken. Okay, I was like, I want to go back for the treasure room here. We're going to go back for the Narsh treasure room on the side, where Wolf hangs out, in the world of Balance, which is a mod check. But sure, fire knuckles there in the bottom of the basement there. Not great there. We'll see if we got anything good in these chests here. Another elixir to sell. Okay. Peanut butter jelly, please. Saving here. It is another Magicite Odin. We do want to see that. Again, we're not able to get any of those. We're not recast any of those espers. And actually, it looks like Dream School has joined me very early than I expected. Hey, buddy.
Hey, nothing I love more than surprising my good friend Saberwolf.
Woo! The dogs are in the booth. I gotta add you now. I gotta add you on the mic.
Please do.
All right, I got you. All right, so we are just jumped into this. We have Celeste and Locke here. We are going to check the trap chest here. Puggies. Might be a reset out of this. No, actually, we have Stealing Locke. We have a natural Steel Locke here. We're going to try to steal a Minerva. We do get one.
Very nice.
And Slot Machine Celeste.
Yeah, so Pugs you can steal Minervas from. Or
oh, God.
Oh,
well,
no. That mission abort. Mission abort, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I guess we're going to get a reset anyways the hard way here.
Oh, no. So,
oh, boy.
Saberwolf, would you like to elaborate on how that happened?
Well, I mean, you get... so there is an option in the slot machine where you can get a random Esper to be cast, and unfortunately you picked the wrong one out of the 26 different ones they could get.
Yeah, well, in PB&J's case,
24, 26.
The right
Can't remember
one.
which one it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so,
picked the wrong one.
That's also obviously a possible chance every time you use Magicite as well. Sometimes you get Carbuncle, sometimes you get Bahamut, but I would say more often than not you get Crusader.
Yeah, it just kind of happens that way because the rando's going to rando, right? SeelingKatt finding her earrings in the shop now.
Very nice.
But it doesn't really have much to sell, unfortunately. We'll sell the Coronet, though. That's a kind of expensive sell there. Magus hats for a replacement for PB&J. Those are a little cheaper.
So, with this start, Saberwolf in a Doom Seed, what would you try to do first? Where are you going? What would your game plan be here, my dog?
I would look to try... I would actually skip South Figaro looting early. I would get the fights early on in South Figaro Cave before I loot South Figaro. So which means I would do Elbrook in Returners for the looting. Try to get some sort of Atma weapons, okay, in South Figaro. We have SeelingKatt making a note of that, writing that down.
Yeah, I'll get that tattooed on my forehead just so I didn't forget.
But you would need a mirror. You saying you have a? Are you so vain you have a mirror at your desk? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, of course. You don't have 3?
You handsome dog, you. So I would do those before I would try to increase the scaling. Just get a couple fights in under my belt, then go get the free checks, and then go get the boss fights afterwards. Just to get those fights under my belt, and then grab loot.
Yeah. So one of the unique things about the Doom flag set is the rewards we get from dead checks and check rewards, and that means we are getting in Doom. We are getting big swords, magical dice, or we're getting a mega elixir. But basically, we're getting all offense or either mega elixir. With Celeste and Locke, that is 2 people that can wear some of the bigger swords, your Illuminas, your Ragnaroks, and your Atma weapons. So that is what I would push for.
Okay, well, PB&J also finding those Atma weapons as well. Unfortunately, is not able to buy those right now. Neither one of our runners are able to, as looting has been kind of sparse so far. Oh, that is lame. Getting stuck there at the top of the staircase.
Yeah, that was the Crusader of NPCs right there.
Ugh. Still not much. I mean, there's not much in the way of gear. I mean, all we found is the Atma weapon and some earrings, really. Okay, scimitar. Okay, that's not bad.
Deer X pointing out that there's no sound. There is some background sound, but maybe we could balance it a little bit more so, because give us a little bit of feedback. Yeah, maybe try turning your audio up, because I can hear some background sound when I'm on my phone looking at the chat. But I also kind of have it muted, so obviously I don't echo. So Turn it up and let us know if that helps. And if anybody else has any problems with it, let us know, please. Ooh, that Odin is a strength +1 Esper. That's huge. Getting it at level 3, because that means, you know, if you end up level 40, that's plus 40 strength on whatever character you desire. Yeah, and we're getting an early Coliseum play here from PB&J. Let's see if this pays off, because 100 and 120 items are visible in the Coliseum, and you just need one for your visit to pay off. And a Bolt Edge for Illumina is that one that you need, and it's just a trooper. That is fantastic. That is one of the best feelings in the world. To make it even better, he's fighting a man, so his Man-Eater gets the damage bonus. That is amazing. He's on out of there. Get your Illumina. Don't second guess it. Illumina, amazing sword. Highly recommend it. False alarm. So that is huge for PB&J. Now he can go do his Narsh World War I weapon shop and possibly even get another high tier item here, or high tier sword.
I'm muted. There we go.
Yeah, let's see what the Narsh World War I
Esper there. Seraphim or the Aura Lance is going to go for the Seraphim.
Yeah, always.
One lone little leafer. Wow, this is not the fights you want to see there for SeelingKatt, unfortunately. The really the early fights right outside of Narsh here. Rayman a little harder.
Rayman a little better. Rayman's not that hard. Let's PB&J.
Oh no, he just barred again. She just barred again. Okay, group hug. Okay, that's healing. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, that's a little better.
That's not bad. I mean, we got a couple levels, so that helps actually.
Curse Shield battle count of 6. That is the lowest possible number it can be, and
it's low. Did she bar again? Wow, SeelingKatt
oh my God,
on the.
She must.
Woo!
She must have been watching some YouTube videos on how to do some slots.
Yeah, Falconet was doing this in the last race too. Just auto. Ooh, I was really hoping that the. I was really hoping that the Rayman being a lower level would not have enough MP to actually cast that ability, but apparently they do.
Yeah, Umbrella is going to put her to sleep, and that is no bueno. Yeah, there's PB&J's Bolt Edges. He's going to pick up a few more. Because remember, those traded for Illumina. I think you definitely get at least one more. Honestly, if you never end up wearing them, you can just buy some more and sell them.
We sold the Illumina to buy the Bolt Edges to get more Illuminas.
Yeah.
I mean,
makes sense. Makes sense in my book.
Is that world trading? I mean, God.
Yeah. Well, might, it's probably a tax write-off.
Oh. My computer was a tax write-off. Hey.
Yeah. Little unorthodox, but we'll allow it. And that's fine because he knows the fight's a trooper. He bought that Man-Eater in the same shop the Atma weapon was at. All he has to do is swing one time, whether it's the Illumina or the Man-Eater, and he's through his fight. So, tomato.
Potato, as this should take out the Rayman here, I would hope. No,
those Rayman are very beefy.
Yeah, meanwhile, Peanut Butter and Jelly farming those Illuminas. Now, both of our characters can use Illuminas.
Oh, yeah. So, here's in a normal seed, I would probably just buy 4 and keep waiting for 4 more till I get 4 total Illumina users. But Illuminas are not that great against Poltergeist, so you do want somebody with some defense-ignoring properties in their attack. So I would settle on using just 2, maybe 3. But we know where Atma weapons are as well, plus we might stumble across an Atma weapon or a Valiant Knife. It doesn't really matter which one, you just want something defense-ignoring, and then that can be your Poltergeist solution. But I honestly just keep going, the fights are going so fast. Get 6 or 7, never open another chest, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, just get them now, get the money you need for later, because we want the money later, because that armor ignoring thing, the damage ignoring thing that you're talking about, that's the Atma weapon that we found in the shop earlier. So now we can get those Illuminas, sell them for the Atma weapons for that purpose later on for the Poltergeist.
Yeah, Illumina solves so many problems. It's a great defensive item. It pierces excuse me, it auto crits as long as you have DMP for it. Chance to proc Pearl. It solves so many problems. It's great on the black market. It will sell for a lot of GP.
So one thing I will note to everybody on these fights, the sad part about these fights the SeelingKatt's getting, those leafers do not give any MP points, so she is not getting any credit towards that Curse Shield unlock because those leafers don't give any MP.
Did SeelingKatt grab the Curse Shield before I joined in?
Oh yeah, Locke has it right now.
Oh, okay.
That's why he went down in a heap there.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That explains the number over
So,
the magical head.
Ooh, slice and dice that lettuce.
So
PB&J,
yeah, that
going to the upper house here. Now she is still getting. Oh, curse did get lifted? I thought you don't get. Maybe it's off XP. I don't know. It's weird. I thought it was off MP. My bad.
This came up the other day in the Discord. I'll have to look up the chat again, but I guess even if it's 0 AP, as long as that character can earn it. Veterans, not a great fight you want to see when you're level 3.
Yeah, veterans don't want to see it, but we do have 2 Illuminas, so this could be just no one-hit wonders here.
Veterans have a lot more HP than you would think. Plus they just look terrifying.
These are the number 1 monsters I hate in any game. Well, this in the Marlboros of any Final Fantasy game. Or these two, really right here.
Chocobobop does not work on flying enemies, and veterans have wings. So, oh my gosh, they're not flying. What the? Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait. Time out.
Hold on.
They have wings. One of them is in the air at the top of the screen, but you're trying to tell me they're not flying? But yet Dirt Dragon is flying? Come on. Jeez.
Well, he's through, and that's a lot of experience for the one fight for sprite number 1.
Yeah, he actually passed SeelingKatt for levels. They're already level 11 each after that one fight, so... All those early fights that SeelingKatt did in the sub-figure basement was for nothing as a Hades Gigas comes in. Wow, okay. Ooh, PB&J trying to do that little like, oh, I'm going to equip Curse Shield after going to fight so I don't have to worry about doing a ribbon. Does get credit for that when you do it that way.
Yeah, you do. A little tedious in the menu shuffling, but that's one way to do it. And with it being 6, that's not a bad idea at all.
Ooh, Shadow now there for SeelingKatt. With a Lore Shadow Natural Magic, so that's a lot of casting on that Shadow.
Yeah, that's a
But
pretty good
unfortunately,
shadow.
we're in Doom, so we do have that penalty to magic power, though.
How much is that penalty, Saberwolf?
I believe it's 10, right?
It is 10 indeed.
Minus 10 plus 20 Vigor.
Yes, indeed.
We did find earrings early on, so that can counter some of it. Maybe if we can get an Esper early here with a plus 2 magic power, that should be able to counter that. As looks like Cat's going straight to Gao Dad's house, which is a Shadow free check. Just going to get ordered with another Esper. Oh, I'm sorry, she's at 3 Espers. I missed one.
It's got to be the weapon shop, the South Figueroa basement, and then Gal Manor.
That is correct. And all of them are rewards. No dead checks here so far. Okay, T's in. We're going to check the thief now. 9K for a glowing stone. We'll take that. That's a deal.
Not bad at all, and especially in this economy.
I remember back when I was playing this game, I could get 20 bucks to fill my entire full tank. And we do pass the math test there for PB&J. And the Lumina's are really going to come in handy for this fight.
Yeah, Doomgaze is probably not the fight he want to seize here, but he is so powerful, I think he'll be just fine.
Just featherless eye chickens, Cyclor. Wow. Man, I mean, you want to keep all these items that you have in your inventory. I mean, there's not much to really want to part with. Genji gloves. I mean,
Ooh,
that's
and
a
that's a
Moogle.
Mog at the Opera House.
Wow, so we are definitely diverging in our pathing here. We got Sato for SeelingKatt, Mog now for PB&J, please. Natural jump Mog. Wow.
So we know where an Orlance is. We just can't get to it. But there is still a small chance we come across another Orlance with our item checks. And of course, Mog can lure Illumina, so who cares? Ooh, Thunder Shields and Vector for SeelingKatt.
Yeah, I mean, and we have a Dragonhorn for PB and no, that's Poltergeist. Never mind. We don't get Dragoon gear in this one.
No, you don't get anything for doing a Coliseum trip. Only in the
Yeah.
Poltergeist.
But something to keep in mind if we do see a Dragonhorn later on.
Yeah, but no, that makes sense. He's going to put his speed boosting Esper on his jump Mog. That makes a lot of sense. The way jump works is you queue the jump command. As long as you are not in the menu, another ATB starts filling, and when that ATB fills, he can land on people's heads, and the faster his speed is, the more jumps you can get in. Yeah. So
Fight here for
PB&J
Kefka.
is going to get his shadow here for his
Yeah.
so his stop the girl cape check.
And if Shadow can allow to Illumina too, this is going to be our 4-character party, like straight up.
Yeah, we know Mod can wield an Illumina. We obviously know Terra and Celeste can, and 50-50 chance it's possible.
Also, lore. We haven't looked at what lore's Shadow has yet. Oh, now we do. Does not have Grand Train or Quasar. Didn't even see Thousand Needles either. Cannot weld Illumina.
That's right. He can wear the curse shield.
Yeah, he'll be a curse shield breaker for PB&J. SeelingKatt does go into the first fight in the Magic facility, and that is a French Vanilla 128.
Number 128. Good sir.
128. Yeah. It's been a long. This is my second game of the day. Third, the second game of the day. Third game in 2 days.
All right, so PB&J is going to do this Esper from Gal Manor. Things not going very well on SeelingKatt's screen, but Shadow does have Arrow, and looks like she's going to give it another go of some bars. Nope, just Chocobop.
That is an Esper get for PB&J, and he also has the Shadow as well, so we'll have that.
Starlet, not that very impressive of an Esper. All right, so PB&J is Wolf is already floating on power overwhelming. Where would you go with him? Looks like he's gonna go to Zen Thief, but where would you go if you're PB&J in this scenario?
Good question. Well, I would do. Oh no, we already did that. So Maud doesn't feel very attractive to me right now for checks. Floating continent, even though it feels bad. I mean, we don't want to go World of Ruin to get the Cave of the Belt because it's the only thing over there. I mean, other than Phoenix Cave, but we kind of want to wait for Character 5, Phoenix Cave. But yeah, Floating Continent, yeah, I agree with PB&J. I mean, this is the only feel-good play, even though it's going to take a while. But yeah, I agree with this, actually. What about you?
I would probably head up the Floating Cotton here. That's going to give him a decent amount of levels for the rest of the seed. And Floating Continent and really Magitech facility is one of those things where you rather do it sooner than later. It feels really bad when you come up here and you're 5 and 8, or you're 5 and 9, or 9 and 5, and you end up having to come up here. So it's better to just get it out the way now because it's a bigger time commitment for the entire procedure, and then kind of do your one-off checks later on. So doing this now instead of later totally makes sense.
Starlo and Meteor, I did see Cure 3 on Infrit. X-Zone was another Esper to learn stuff on as well. So we do have some tools here. Not healing Lock. Keeping Lock at low health. She does not have a VK on Lock, though.
I think she's just overall limited on her supplies, and she's down to 1 Phoenix down, I think it was.
Oh, that weapon. Okay, well. Crossover bosses here.
Yeah, so hiding here in
Ooh,
the Ultra's 4 spot, but hiding's going to give us no problems because we're just going to Lumina him to death in the face.
yeah.
Atma weapon's a little scarier for SeelingKatt here.
I was going to say right now, PB&J is setting really pretty with those Illuminas. I really don't see them coming anywhere close to this.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries, dude. Yeah, I really don't see PB&J. I don't see Kat coming anywhere near here other than just trying to keep up with whatever tools she can scrounge around in this world here. As PB&J does get through the first boss, goes on to the second half boss, which is going to be Ultros number 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think it's Ultros 3. I think could be. It could technically be 2, actually.
Oh, that's Ultros 3.
Oh, it is 3. Okay, there we go.
All right, so we got Edgar up here. Edgar is getting booted out for somebody. Looks like he's getting booted out for Shadow because Illumina can go on Edgar, but Illumina cannot go on Shadow. So
sorry, wrong side.
Got 4 Illumina wearers already.
Yeah, this is disgusting for a PB&J side.
Oh, I don't want to call a race over, but this is a pivotal moment because for SeelingKatt's sake, there's really only one boss that walls PB&J here, and his name starts with an M and ends with an R.
Well, and it doesn't actually because both of our runners have learned Berserk. So not even that's going to be a wall either.
Yeah, it would just be a time sink at that point. But oh no, Rage is coming out. That's probably going to kill Celeste.
No,
excuse me, it's going to kill
good. Oh, quarters. Oh gosh. Oh, you're not low health here. Let me quarter you instead.
So
she did save though. She did save before this fight, so it's not going to be a horrible boss here time, as that's going to keep her low. It's not going to kill Celeste. It's going to keep her low.
So I'm going to pivot here, Saberwolf, now that he has Berserk. What is the fastest known time for a Doom Seed that we know of, that you know of? Because I think it's like 108 that I am aware of.
Oof. I mean, I can go back and
4.
look. I mean, at some of the seed sets, I want to say it's less than around 110. Yeah.
Because he's at PB&J is at 5 and 4. He has some checks lumped together that he can do, and then he just needs 1 more character and 5 more espers. He's about to do 2 checks back to back really fast.
That's that reset, unfortunately for Kat.
Yeah, that's backbreaking. Kat needs some things to go right her way to get back into this, and PB&J just keeps cooking. But yeah, PB&J is gonna pivot here from a race to maybe what can PB&J do here? What type of records can he set? This is huge.
Well, I'm looking at the Prayer Doom sets on some of the weeks here. I'm just gonna look straight at only the Mega Elixir seeded players, and I'm actually Doom 120 is actually the fastest I've seen. 126. $124 by Jack, who we saw earlier. 123. Yeah, 123 is the fastest Doom time we've seen. This could rival it. The only reason why these times are a little higher than some other ones is we do get a Fenrir off of that second check there on Floating Continent, as Kat does pivot to Floating Continent herself, trying to push the triple rewards a different direction. But again, the reason why Doom Seas are slow is because you actually start with only 2 characters. You don't start with 3, so your options of pivoting through a sea can be a little lower. But we do have Floating Continent, we do have Magitech Facility. We have checks that we can get in rapid succession of rewards. So, I mean, and if we can get Cyan, if Cyan is one of the rewards here for like character number 6, easily, we're looking at 115 for PB&J, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking through now. 120, 117 from Gar in week 4 is the fastest.
I keep forgetting Gar's not listed as that. What week was that? Week 4 or week 1?
I'm in week 4. We got a 115 actually from from Mark.
Really? My guy?
Yeah. Your old teammate, and you're over here not giving him his credit, man.
Sorry, Mark.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Oh, come on now.
I'm kidding. Maybe.
Hey,
so
I won all my games at the end of the season. Come on now.
So yeah, so 1:15:31 is the fastest time known to man, proven by the Warren Triad official document. And oh my gosh, he just stole the gold. You go from Dualhan. That is amazing.
I mean,
what more can go right for PB&J here?
I mean, like I said, I mean, getting Cyan at the end of this would be the best thing possible. After this, go straight into Dream.
Yeah.
I mean, just for the checks. I mean, just for the leader and Dream checks.
Yeah. Oh, it's Realm.
Realm. I mean, that
worry.
Works too. Realm is not a horrible. Realm is a great one too.
That's fine. Oh my gosh, yeah. So we're keep her on the bench. Keep her. Just go. The Luna's fine. PB&J.
Well, we don't have Cyan though.
No. So I think the way this goes.
Luna, so yeah.
We do need an offering. So his offering will just make everything so much sweeter, and he could really use a break. PB&J's had a lot of bad luck lately.
Well, I mean, PB&J. Well, I wouldn't say that. PB&J is 5-1.
I know that was a joke, my friend.
I mean, his one loss was only by 1 minute and 15 seconds. So he's nearly 6-0. I mean, the only one has better stats than he does for this tournament is Falconhead, who's now 7-0 in this tournament series right now. I think you got what? You're up there too.
I'm not worried about me. We're worried about PB&J tonight and his PB setting pace. That's a good one. PB setting pace for PB&J. So I think what was this? An Esper and an Atma weapon for the first 2 parts of this. We never got the second part because Atma weapon.
Well, yeah, we couldn't get through. This is an Esper reward down here. And then Atma weapon is at the Master Jr. spot. So we will see what that reward is. If it's an Esper here, I mean, if both these are Espers, PB&J is going to be sailing.
Yeah, so...
And that's already, numbers is already down.
So let's brainstorm here how fast you can get the 9 Espers, because double Esper here, Figaro Throne is an Esper, and then Esper Mountains, the fastest possible check available that you have to complete. We could be at 6 and 9 in 38 minutes if all goes well. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it. We bear Illuminas were in the Coliseum. Typically in any seed where you come across a character, well, first off, there won't be too many seeds where you see somebody swinging 4 Illuminas in a competitive racing standpoint. But typically any seed like this, you'll see where it's power overwhelming this fast. You had a great berry giving Coliseum. Oh my gosh, that took 3 turns.
I am switching to PB&J's audio now because he is so far out front now.
Okay, so he's at 6-6 now, I think.
And Kat just got through the first boss of 4, and that was double Esper reward for
Is
PB&J.
PB&J at 6-6 or 6-7?
Wow. I mean, SeelingKatt's still got another about 6 minutes here of floating content to get through.
Okay, so PB&J is opting for finishing out Magitech play, or finishing out the Magitech factory, making that play.
I don't mind it. I mean,
yeah,
you get some more levels, and you're only 2 Espers away from KT unlock right now.
Yeah. Plus, he doesn't know that he's flirting with world record territory, if you will, for the Doom flag set. So he's just playing it straight up as if it's a race.
I mean, he's flirting with world record, period, on almost any flag set here. We will note to everybody that the earlier rounds where you had the time differential of the teams, this does not count anymore. It's all about the wins. You just need, each team needs only 2 wins to move on to the semifinal round. So,
yeah, oh my goodness, just tearing through everything in sight.
Yeah, it's amazing to watch, but I feel bad for Kat. And Kat is actually one of our administrators of our community. She's also the best tracker, which I'm struggling because I'm tracking by myself here. She is also one of our best trackers of our community. So make sure you give her some love. As I mean, I'm not calling it now, like you said earlier, but it's not looking good for Kat.
No, we, not to be disrespectful, but PB&J has 5 times the HP SeelingKatt's character does. He's cutting through everything in sight. It's really going to take an act of God and a power outage here, or a dead controller for PB&J to stumble.
Yeah, and unfortunately, those do count to the timer. The timer does not stop when those things happen. Maybe a power outage. I mean, there's nothing you can do with that. And we would try to talk to the admin and see where we could pick it up from. But yeah, some of the other stuff here, that timer goes on without you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so PB&J will have 2 boss fights at the end of this. One, the number 128 spot at the end of the Marquette ride. And then one more in the spot where you would get set through.
This is actually not a good fight for them.
No.
Because Luminous actually don't work here.
No, it does not. Madoon will do some damage, but Madoon is not very impressive.
Meteor will.
Okay, so.
I say Madoon I don't think does, because it's elemental damage.
No, it's not elemental, it just tickles.
Oh, it's non-elemental, okay.
Yeah, it's just...
And this is Doom, so they can't just recast this. I mean, they have to hope that other than Meteor and Chocopop's not going to do anything either here.
Yeah, so he'll get through this. It's just going to be a little bit of a roadblock.
Yeah.
As opposed to a stop sign.
It's more like a speed bump more than a roadblock, honestly.
Yeah, so SeelingKatt took the safety save at Floating Continent. I don't blame her. She's had nothing but trouble so far.
Yeah, I don't blame her either. And she just got her 4th character, so... I mean, on top of the fact that PB&J had the Illuminas, they also had the 4th character damage coming out here until now, so...
Yeah, I think one more meter should do this, because we're around 12k-ish for damage. Yeah, if not this meter, the 7 flush will take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there we go. Very nice. Alright, so one more boss fight for PB&J before he gets his reward. again, he can go straight to Figaro Throne, and this is an Esper. Figaro Throne is an Esper. That's requirements at 38, 39 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we would just go straight to Throne Room, I think, right here. I mean, if this is an Esper, and it is an Esper, yeah.
We need one more Esper.
I mean, it does have another boss fight. It's... yeah, it's Ultros 2. That's gone.
Alright, so Figaro Throne.
I mean, we got the levels. We don't care about fights right now, but we're gonna go
he's gonna do the peekable.
Okay, no, we're gonna go to Esper Mountain instead.
Yeah, he's gonna peek this.
I mean, it's faster peak than Throne. Because Throne, you gotta walk all the way through the castle, but then you can also buy more slip bags and stuff if you need it. With 2 chances.
Do we know what the?
And that is an imp, I think it was.
Yeah. Do we know what the skip was?
The skip is bad. We do know skip is 9, 12, 24.
Oh my goodness.
So skip is not happening. It is max. It's almost max skip. It is 1 check away from max skip on this flag set, and that is a Toilet Atma gearing up here.
Atma's a little bit of another speed bump here because those Pearl procs are going to heal him. But none of that matters if we never proc Pearl.
If we don't proc, we don't care. And yeah, we didn't proc, so we don't give a care.
Another fortuitous break for PB&J. When will it stop?
I mean, okay, a total across the board between those 4 characters and their hits. That was 5, 6, 7.
Oh, that is requirements at 38-24.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah,
and
so
we're level
KT
41.
38. Wow.
Yeah, just go, my friend. Go get your Atma weapon. Get your safety Atma weapon.
He might. I mean, he might be just flying so high, Sky Cloud 9. He might even think about it. Level 41. I mean, gosh, we got our levels too.
Yeah.
And it is a World of Ruin, so we'll see if they go get the Atma weapon. And it looks like they are. Wow. Not having the moment take advantage of yourself. They are staying in. They got their head on straight because they are going to Atma weapon. There's a lot of people that would be flying so high as a kite that they would not even think about this. So kudos, and they got the money. We didn't even have to sell anything for it.
All the better. Not sure what he could be looking for here. I mean, he's just walking out that way. Maybe there's something in this weapon shop.
Those 4 Lumina hits among those characters, that was 24,000 damage.
So remember, we're gonna have to split up our party here.
Yeah.
Illuminas are not great against Poltergeist. They're better than nothing, but they don't pierce defense, and Poltergeist has some very robust pull of defensive stats that are hard to break. We do have the Paladin shield, but he could stumble here a little bit.
It's also not good against Goddess, because Goddess can do that ability where you can't use melee attacks unless you have an offering. So they have to make sure that they split Locke, Celeste, and Edgar in 3 different groups to ensure that you can use that Atma weapon offering against Goddess and Poltergeist.
He has an offering?
Oh, he doesn't have an offering. So,
no, he doesn't.
Okay, so... Yeah, okay, so never mind. I think Goddess is going to be the problem here, because if she just does that counter, you can't hit her, you can't smack her in the face anymore.
Yeah, but that's okay, because he does have the Genji Glove. He just needs to not proc Love Token and not proc Pearl for really maybe 2 or 3 turns, which is not entirely unreasonable, because you have a 1 in 4 chance of procking Pearl and a 1 in 3 chance of procking Love Token. So not unreasonable. It may take an attempt 2 or 3, but he's gonna be able to get through it.
I want to also mention that was a perfect 13 checks, not a single dead check for PB&J.
Chatternook is a great fight here because Chatternook gives a lot of experience, and Chatternook is also going to get slapped in the face by these Illuminas. And
yeah, they didn't save before.
Chatternook is weak to Illumina.
Spooky. I mean, he didn't save.
He's fine. I would not save until I got to the statues.
Yeah, but I mean, Chad can do this thing where charm one of your teammates to smash you in the face with the Luminos.
Yeah, but Chad can also do this thing where she gets hit in the face with Illumina, and we go on about her business.
Or we can have both preambles kill you.
That's fine. No time to be afraid. We got a world record to set.
And I believe we do have that Paladin shield on Edgar here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Great.
do. Oh, that's going to kill Mog, though.
That's fine. Mog's not important. Never liked the guy anyways.
By the way, on SeelingKatt's side, the bad luck continues as half the party was frozen there on the tail end of the Dualahan fight. And does get her Realm here. She is probably going to be adding Realm into the party here. Likely replacing Shadow or Celeste, I would assume here. Of course, she doesn't have the plethora of Illuminas.
Nope, does not.
Oh boy, she's having a tough call. I mean, the problem is, here's the thing, you're only 42 minutes into this run.
Oh yeah,
you think you're doing fine. You're 5 and 6 at 42 minutes. You think you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I would too. I wouldn't feel like I had it in the bag, but I would still feel like I was in the race. But I would not expect my opponent to be climbing Kefka's tower in the mid 40 of his levels at the 41 minute mark. But here we are.
I do want to tease for you all. I mean, it's almost 8 o'clock, but at 9 o'clock, we do have one more match for you today, the third match of the day, Narves versus Jesus the Frog. So this match here is not our last one. We do have another Worlds Collide match for the Warring Triad series. That is Narves versus Jesus the Frog. I believe that is game 2 of that series. Team Valiant versus Team Ultima. Team Valiant is up a game, thanks to Overswarm's win over Green Monkey the other day, 123.31 to 134.04. And that race is also going to be a Doom's Rage race as well.
Yep, looking forward to it. And again, just to remind the people at home, this has morphed in from a race, and right now we were just wondering if PB&J can make history. The fastest recorded time in a race for a Doom flag set is 15 minutes and 1 second by the legendary Erosions 55, aka Mark, at the expense of Jexrox in week 4.
My guy.
Of the Warren Triad. My guy. Well, both my guys, actually. But,
my Flare Star team guy.
Yeah. 15 minutes and 1 second, or excuse me, 1 hour, 15 minutes and 1 second, and we got over 30 minutes left to knock that out of the water.
I hate to say this, but I think that was his only. I think it was one of the only 2 wins he got this season. Unfortunately, he had some dire luck mid to late runs he had. So, South Figaro, World of Ruin Edgar check for the cave here for SeelingKatt. So this is new actually for us.
Yeah, this is gonna unearth some new information. And PB&J about to trigger his Guardian fight at the 45-minute mark.
Another character there for SeelingKatt is, by the way, she is only at 9 checks here. So she is actually still 4 checks behind PB&J. On top of an entire switches climb for KT. Is that 3 Stoogers? Okay.
Oh, that's spicy. But
well,
that's. I'm actually, if I'm PB&J, I love seeing bosses like this because they're going to give more experience. The later World of Ruin bosses, excuse me. There's no reason to be afraid of them. You're not gonna lose this fight. Just kill them, get your huge chunk of experience, and that's just gonna help you out more in the long run.
Yeah, it is. And boom, boom, pow. Just 2 smacks, and these things are dead. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of the race. Just find big sticks and hit things with it. You can't get a bigger stick than Illuminos.
Yeah, and sleeping back here, time to bring out the Atma weapon for this fight. Yep, out it comes. Safety save. And statue number 1, 3 more boss fights to go, plus a Kefka climb for PB&J.
Yeah, I mean, Doom's also kind of spooky too, because Doom, you can't hit him when he gets those images up. And this one's going to take a couple rounds. And this is Goddess.
Well,
so this is the one we were worried about.
Well, Illumina will pierce the image, so he is, again, he is more than set up for success here. He just has to not be frozen.
Well, okay, well
Oh no.
that's gonna heal her up the 7,000 damage we just dealt to her, I think. No, only 1,000. So still does 6,000 damage to her, and Mog has jump, so that's gonna bypass this love token anyways. And Edgar also has Meteor, so he could just cast Meteor here if he wants to.
Yeah, so PB&J can't let his Edgar swing here and let that risk of killing himself, but doesn't matter.
You know,
you're doing 8k damage on jumps. Who cares?
Unbelievable.
All right, one boss down at the 47-minute mark. 2 more to go.
I mean, this is going to be the ultimate peanut butter jelly sandwich I've ever seen.
Yesterday I had a peanut butter, jelly, banana, and granola sandwich that was amazing.
Granola, interesting.
Yeah, you just sprinkle a little granola on your peanut butter side and mix it in so it's like a crunchy peanut butter. Pretty good.
Don't mind that. Don't mind that at all.
I'm a little bit of a peanut butter and jelly enthusiast, if I don't say so myself.
SeelingKatt does get through that tentacle fight there, which ended up being the Pooh Bears fight. Did get through that with an Esper. That's Esper number 7 for her.
Yeah, 5 and 7. Working our way up to our requirements.
Yeah.
All right, want to unearth another statue here for PB&J, and it is Poltergeist. We already got the Atmo weapon equipped. We just gotta survive this fight now.
Well, I mean, SeelingKatt also has not seen a dead check either. She has 10 perfect checks gained. So
They're at the bottom, my friend. You have it. There you go. So PB&J doing right around 8k a swing. I think this is going to take 4 swings to get through this fight. And he's got 2 of them off. He's about to get a 3rd one off. No problems. Oh, this is a little scary now because anything that hits him in the face is going to be amplified if it's non-elemental. But it doesn't matter, is it? 4 turns right on the dot.
Who
there we go.
cares?
And all he has left is his
that's
doom.
going to be the theme of this race. Who cares
Yep.
for PB&J?
Yeah, just keep mashing that attack button. It hasn't failed you.
Guys, we're seeing like history here, and we want to thank the 84 viewers we have here. Also, shout out to Honeydew with a raid of 4, Alexi 0 with the follow as well. Falcon hit. Oh, that was yesterday. Sorry, Alexi 0 with the follow. Thank you for that. And if you want more action, if you miss any action, be sure to head over to YouTube for the re-airs of this. If you missed our first match, that race is already up on the YouTube already, so check that out. That was Falcon versus Jackamus. And the clean checks here continues.
Yeah. Thought he was going to do some Genji Glove action with his Illuminas, but it looks like he's just going to do the one.
Yeah, I mean, you're better than say. I mean, with this much, if you're this far in, you're pretty sure your opponent has not gotten this far with his Illuminas and stuff. I'm feeling confident. Just play it safe. Get to the finish line.
Yeah. The only thing that's going to hold you up here is if you get frozen. But as long as we can
get, yeah.
But as long as we can get about 16k damage, and that 16k damage right there, we're gonna get the second half of this fight, and so we're good. We have the Paladin shield. Doom takes a very long time to act in this phase. He's targeting the wrong person we don't want him to target, but I think he's gonna die before it matters.
We have one more swing. Yep, there it is.
Yep. Okay, so again, just to reemphasize, 15 minutes and 1 second is the time to beat.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get it.
Yeah, we might beat it. I mean, Kefka usually takes about 9 minutes on average to do, so we're definitely gonna be inside that time. We could be sub 1 hour here.
It's
possible.
He's got to go. He's got to just equip and go.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well, he's got to re-equip Edgar. Edgar doesn't have a paladin shield or anything, so he's got to re-equip Edgar first. As we do have a dragon going down, by the way, on Kat's side. We do not want to forget about her. One of our great admin of our community.
So I think he's gonna come back and Genji Glove his Celeste because I don't think he has Quick on anybody else, or we saw it on his statue fights.
No, he's
So as long as he has
Muggy.
somebody that can bring the damage.
Yeah, Moogle's gonna double out.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
2154. 5154 rather.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Children of all ages.
Umaros of all ages,
Yeah.
Degeneration probably present. Oh, sorry, wrong thing we're doing here. So we like to play a little game on Worlds Collide, where we try to guess the time of the first participant's final Kefka battle. We judge the time basing on the church bell ring versus the crack pow of the tier 4. Keep in mind, PB&J has, broken every barrier placed in front of them, so whatever time you get probably isn't quick enough. But nevertheless, give it a good old college try. Let's see, get some guesses in the chat and see what he can do here.
The official start is going to be 52:46.
I'm going to say 7:09. Excuse me, 7:08. Do you think he's... Saberwolf, would you get a little cute here and maybe cast Berserk on some of your own characters to see just to see how fast you can push this?
Nah, just get you. It's if this was a community race, yes. Since it's a team race, you got 2 other players on your team, depending on what you're gonna finish with. Don't go for style. Just get the win. All right. Well, all long arms down, heads down. We just have short arm left here.
Oh my goodness! Stop it! This is a massacre.
Oh
no, Celeste! You stop that!
By the way, making Edgar invisible is going to make it so that his health stays maximum as long as possible here. Meanwhile, SeelingKatt does get Esper number 9 there on the throne. It just still needs that character. That character she's missing is Mog, which I believe is in Cave in the Veld, if I'm not mistaken.
Mog was at the Upper House.
Mog was the Upper House?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm getting Seed Bleed. My bad.
No problems with Tier 1. Tier 2 is not going to give us too many more problems. Can we get another first cast X-Zone? That's the most impressive thing so far, was getting the insta kill with 1 X-Zone cast.
Celeste eats that tech laser.
Oh no.
We'll get her up. We do have life 3, I think. Not gonna go for it though.
Oh my goodness, he didn't get the back-to-back X-Zone cast.
So, PB&J not totally lucky though. Does have mute for magic too. Wow.
Oh my goodness. He does have Fenrir, so we have some calmness protection. Not that it matters.
Yeah. Does get it that time, yeah. Vanish. Going back on Edgar here. Make sure that your health pool stays high for the Atma weapon.
Yeah, Vanish might be a little premature because Tiger Face, is about to queue up an attack. Let's see.
Didn't get the Vanish though.
There it comes.
Oh, but Edgar also has a Paladin shield, so I mean, it's not like he's just gonna heal himself off these elemental attacks.
Oh yeah, that's why I said that Vanish is a little premature. I think you just wait until only your hit is left.
Wait, did we we got a random search the skies on SeelingKatt's side?
Oh, we did.
Wow, and that's Senior Behemoth too, by the way. That's crazy and unfortunate because we already have all the Espers we need. Oh, we don't have enough magic power points for the, oh, don't bar. Oh, no.
Oh my goodness, this is very fortuitous. Didn't hit fast, yeah. Just Still swinging away. So we just crossed the 56-minute mark. This magic will not be alive much longer. Nobody can slide this onslaught.
So fast. I mean, a lot of the Espers had +2 speed on them, so we're just seeing that too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, that dispel will reveal Edgar.
That's
go figure. I mean, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're going to get sub 1 hour because the time it takes to get from tier to tier here.
I still believe it's still in play. We can tier 3 and tier 4. We just need to do 112k worth of damage. It's very entirely feasible. That's just 2 swings.
Oh, that's a dead check. Random battle dead check. That was the first dead check actually the whole race. Ice shield for that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, that Merton's gonna be a little bit of a speed bump here, so I think that severely knocks his chances out.
Yeah, but we're running first to go for it. Atma weapons on Edgar, so Edgar's really the only one going to be doing anything right now anyways. There we go.
Alright, so PB&J, if he wants to go for it, he does have a little bit of time before another AoE attack will come out again.
Condemn going on the wrong target though.
He's going to heal it up. So that's about 20k, 26k.
Yeah, so we want to... There's Fenrir, okay. Martin's going to hurt a little bit. He's not going to kill anybody, though.
Yeah, so 58-minute mark has been crossed. We still got to bury an outside shot if we can get some Pearl procs. He needs his Mog to swing full crit and then swing again and proc a Pearl to bypass the calmness. Does he get it? He does not.
No, he did not. He might have run out of MP there.
Oh, but there he goes. Got it anyways. All right, so we're heading up 58, 34.
We have a chance to sub 1 hour here. We actually do have a chance. It's going to take 1 minute though, because this takes a bit to get up to this tier.
Yeah, we're going to start at about 59 minutes and 11 seconds. Is when we're going to start this tier. But again, all we got to do is smash the fight button and go for it.
Yeah, just hold down A. I mean, literally, that's all you have to do is hold down A, because we're just going to get. We don't care about the fallen one, and we're going to get through that tier or that stage.
Yeah, fallen one doesn't matter.
Another dead check for SeelingKatt there, so they're going to have to warp out of this. That's 2 dead checks in a row for SeelingKatt, unfortunately, trying to find this character.
I think his Mog is out of MP now.
Yeah, the second swing noted that he was out of MP there, so but he's still going to do about 5k, though.
Oh my god, these procs are huge. That gives him the best possible chance, because that's going to be doing flirting with quad 9s. 59-40. Just swing it. Just swing it. You're almost there, my friend.
We still got the Fenrir up, so these counterattacks from Kefka's not doing anything. Ultima counter!
No. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. His Edgar's going to survive.
Yeah, I mean...
We're good.
The Lovers Duo, what we started with didn't, though. We're going to take a moment to put Elixir onto Edgar, because he is doing the highest amount of damage right now.
That's unfortunate. He just needed to let his Edgar swing, and he would have done it.
Yeah. No, powering up. Just go. Just go. Go.
Yeah, we got this. 1 minute, 22 seconds on the clock. It's all right.
Oh, okay. So that one swing wouldn't have done it then.
1 minute and 36 seconds.
1:35 is the official time, and the win goes to PB&J.
All right, so that was a tournament best by over 15 minutes, or excuse me, just under 15 minutes. Get your GGs in the chat, and please don't ever make PB&J mad, because he will come for you. Oh my goodness, I am.
Yeah, PB&J, that makes him 6-1 on this Warring Triad season now. And so he just said in chat, insane.
So chat, we're going to interview PB&J. Please don't make him mad. Because we do not want to cross this guy.
Yeah, we don't. Me and Dream School do not want to get smashed in the faces with aluminum.
No more peanut butter and jelly puns ever.
While we wait for them, we want to remind everybody we do have another match coming up after. Well, we might have a break before 6 p.m. though. We do have
Yeah.
9 p.m. rather. We do have another match at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's at an hour from now. Once again, that is going to be Nars versus Jesus the Frog. That is game 2 of Team Valiant versus Team Ultima. Team Valiant is up 1 game right now over Team Ultima, with Oversworn winning yesterday 123-31 to 134-04 over Green Monkey. And we are now joined in the chat with a Doom Seed record holder with just a shade over 1 hour. GG, dude.
GG, that was insane.
Yeah, so PB&J, you had some tough breaks there. Nothing was really going your way, but you were able to persevere and get through it. You want to talk about that a little bit here?
Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, it was like I had everything I needed. It was perfect. It was awesome. I'm sad that I didn't do it 35 seconds faster, but you know, I'm still very happy with this. This is a PB in any Worlds Collide flag set, and yeah, it was awesome.
Also,
Yeah, so
good job, by the way, keeping your head there after getting the KT unlock at very early on, having the wherewithal to go back to South Figaro World of Ruin to get that ammo weapon.
Yeah, that was part of the plan from the very beginning. I knew, like, Illuminas are great, but they don't do too good against Poltergeist specifically, and sometimes Doom. So seeing those Atmas, that was like my backup plan.
What went through your mind when you're like, oh, I have all the Illuminas? Oh,
Yeah, I mean...
by the way, before you answer that, I want to thank Drinks Glue. He just had to leave. Thank you for helping me save my voice after doing all these races the past 2 days, so I do appreciate that, Glue. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, about the Illuminas, finding the Illuminas in the Coliseum, and then selling Illumina so you can get more Illuminas too.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, it was great. I was usually end up doing like a bunch of dragons and stuff to get those good weapons on the Doom flag set, but since I just had Illuminas available for a really easy fight in the Coliseum, it was I didn't need to do any of that.
SeelingKatt just getting the KT unlock now, 1 hour, 4 minutes in the race, getting Strago and Ozer's Mansion there.
Nice.
But I mean, you must have been tickled to death also getting that 4th character Mog and just happened to be able to use the Illumina too.
Yeah. It is. I think it's 50% chance to equip anything in the Doom flag set, so it's a coin flip. But I came out ahead.
And not only that, but I mean, not only that you had the magical room with the Illuminas, you also had the magical room with the fact that you got 13 checks, a perfect 13 check run.
Yeah, no dead checks, which is unreal. Like, that never happens. And I was even still like level 40 going into KT. It was, I don't know how everything lined up so perfectly, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. And unfortunately, SeelingKatt is going to have to take a reset there on Scully. SeelingKatt, again, not finding much for offense, unfortunately, in her run. Did not get any Illuminas at all. Her best weapon really is Tiger Fangs. Did find the Atma weapons in the shop like you did. South Figure World of Ruin, which apparently Shadow can also wield. But again, not really finding the offense that you had.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to buy bolt edges except for I had it in the back of my head like, oh, I might go to Coliseum. Let me buy one bolt edge, and that ended up making this run.
Yeah, and I did. And people have been doing that. It's one thing I have noted that people actually have been doing that, just buying one cheap item that they find, in the shop there, and just saying, maybe this people will come and use, and it actually does.
Yeah.
I was going to tease your guys' next match, but it looks like Posumorphus versus Tybalt has not scheduled theirs yet. So the next match I do have scheduled for your team is Honeydew versus Golden Shocker. That's also be Saturday at 8 o'clock. Also on Saturday at 1 o'clock is Gigaram versus Fiery Blizzard. That is going to be a Game 3 decider for the Team Raiden versus Team Minerva, as they're split currently 1 game apiece. So we got some Saturday action for you all.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those.
And by the way, doing good job for your team. By the way, you're currently at 6 wins, 1 loss, and that 1 loss was really tight one. You only lost by about a minute.
Yeah, it's been going well for me so far.
So getting those early rewards, seeing that you had a Lock Celeste start, you didn't really do any like really early fights. In fact, you actually got you only did 1 fight, and I think it was those floating eyeballs. I believe was the only fight, and you got immediately from level 3 to level 11. Do you try to look for early fights before getting rewards, or you prefer to get the rewards and then the fights?
I think in the Warring Triads, you can afford to pick up a few characters or espers before you do fights, just because enemy scaling starts really low. Like, for example, I think I was 2 and 2, and if it was like Ultra Sleek flag set, and I had like 3 characters, 2 espers, enemies would be scaled up to level 10. But because I had only done 2 checks, enemies were scaled to level 5, so they were like pretty easily beatable still. So yeah, I usually like to pick up some espers if I can from free checks at the start.
Yeah, and those free espers, pretty much all of them teaching Berserk, but we didn't see Magimaster. Magimaster kept his nose out of everybody's business tonight, as SeelingKatt looks like she's going back for another dragon. She does have 2 dragons, actually. We'll note that there for her. Looks like she's going to go for a 3rd dragon here. Unfortunately for Skip, I want to remind everybody what Skip is. Skip is 9 characters, 12 espers, or 24 checks. She's currently at 16 checks, so it still needs 8 more checks for that skip portion of that, for the check portion there. 3 more espers and 3 more characters, so nowhere near skip here. Oh, okay. Going for the... Well, I thought I was going to go Monster Box. Monster Box was the Pugs. And unfortunately, SeelingKatt, I want to mention earlier to you, SeelingKatt had some really bad luck at the beginning of the race. She actually wiped to Pugs here, as we looks like we just lost her stream there just for a second. We're still losing it. She did have some bad luck wiping to Pugs after stealing a Minerva.
Oh, dang.
And then wiping there, and then she wiped later on in another fight. She just had, unfortunately, I think it was she went Magitech Facility here, as we looks like we just lost SeelingKatt's feet, unfortunately, here for now. We will get that back up and running when we can. But yeah, she went into a Magitech Facility early on, unfortunately ran into that Atmo weapon, wiped to the Atmo weapon, and then she went to Floating Continent when I think you were already at like 5 and 6 with all these Illuminas doing like 3k damage apiece at that time. And it was at that point me and Glue were like, it's unfortunately over here. And I'm actually seeing that it's not... SeelingKatt's stream is fine. Her game just crashed, it looks like. She's like, it should come back, maybe. Her clock is still running. I don't see any lag for the clock. It's just the game that's missing here. But while we wait for that, so any other tips you want to give for the Any other tips you want to give for like doing these like Warring Triad sets that other people might want to try when you try out the World Collide randomizer?
I can't think of anything specific right now, but yeah, I do. I think a big key of the early game is taking some fights after you get a couple espers, just because of the way the scaling works. I think that helps to get off the ground, and then always check the Coliseum
Yeah.
because since you can only get like one category of item reward from your dead checks, it really helps to get a look at the Coliseum and maybe try and fill in the gaps. Like, maybe I have the Atma and the Illumina from the Doom flag set, but I kind of need my offering or I need my snow muffler or whatever. So Coliseum is really good in this.
Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, looks like we got SeelingKatt's game back up and running here, so we're gonna rejoin her now. Yeah, unfortunately, the clock, unfortunately, we mentioned before, does not stop in head-to-head races for technical issues. I mean, if the admin want to go back and review things and want to subtract some time on the clock, they can. But again, the time differential doesn't matter in these quarterfinal knockout stage rounds. It's all about the wins and losses here. As SeelingKatt's going to go for their third dragon here. It is Bluey here at the top of Narsh. For those of you just wanting to try out Worlds Collide, if you haven't tried it out yet, we do have a special section for you all in the beginner's house. We have actually links in there linking you to the Moogle's first seed, where we do have a video that attached to it so you can play along with one of our more senior players so you can actually learn how the game works and everything, where some of the checks are, and and have fun with the game and try to maybe get up into one of these tournaments. Ultras League actually probably coming out in about 2 months from now, as we finally found a VK. Finally finding the VK that we're looking for this entire game here. But yeah, Ultras League is probably coming in about 2 months from now, where we do have various layers of Mega Elixir, Potion, and Tonic. Tonic being the lowest level. So we do have these ranging levels where you'll be paired up with against players similarly to your skill level. So SeelingKatt is finally going to jump into Kefka's tower here. I do say finally, 113 is really not a bad time, actually. Especially in a Doom Seed set there. At 114 here. After getting her third dragon. Again, not having skip, so neither one of you, unfortunately, getting skip. Because your skip... I mean, we were talking early before the race even began how bad skip was for this.
Yeah, 24 checks is a lot, and 912 is also pretty unachievable unless you just get really weird luck and get all the characters or whatever.
Yeah, it was max. It was almost max. Max, I think, is 25 checks. So it was max skip here possible there. I'm going to try to find some other things we can chit-chat about. We do have, I do want to mention, we do have on March 16th, we're doing a multi-world race at Multithon. It's going to be a 2v2 co-op race that will be, there will be at approximately 12 noon to 2 o'clock. I believe it's actually the first event that's going to be streamed at the Multithon event. Basically, we're going to have two FF, so it'll be 2 players on each team. Both players are playing FF6 Worlds Collide. They're playing different, the rewards are going to be different for each of those 2 players on your team, but the rewards that you get could go to your teammate, because it is an archipelago, where you basically, it's a multi-world, there's 2 different worlds that you and your teammate are playing on, and the rewards could go to your fellow teammate. And the first 2 people to finish that race will basically win the event. So again, that's going to be on twitch.tv/multithon, MULTITHON, and that'll be at noon Eastern on March 16th. Another event we're also doing is going to be March 29th. That's going to be at Randomania. That's going to be twitch.tv at Randomania. That'll be at approximately 7:45 p.m. on a Friday, March 29th. It will be a 4-way race where the proceeds for this event will be going to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI, as everybody affectionately calls it. So check that out, too, on March 29th. So going around throughout this series during the, I guess you could say the season part, the first 6 weeks portion of this, how much did your team talk to each other and coach each other going through the entire event?
I don't think we discussed strategy very heavily, but we have a little like group thread going where we just congratulate each other on wins and wish each other luck. So it's been nice communicating with each other that way, but we haven't gone into depth on any like really hard practice or anything. But
all right, but my team, which I was part of, Team Flarestar, I mean, we had daily discussions, we had head-to-head races, we had breakdowns before each person's race on reminders of what you need to do for this, that, and the other thing. I was on a team with Mark and Cheddar Goblin, and Cheddar Goblin, he's actually kind of new to the randomizer. He actually plays Final Fantasy IV randomizer. He's just coming over to Final Fantasy VI's, and we were coaching him and actually taught him how to stream his own gameplay actually right before the event began. But he did great. I mean, he exponentially grew throughout the tournament, and it was really great seeing him grow. He did make a couple errors there towards the end. It was kind of rookie stuff, but it's fine. You're here to learn, and we were more than happy to help teach him how to play.
Yeah, it's been super fun getting to play with Tybalt's on our team. He's also a Free Enterprise veteran. Oh, dang.
That's another unfortunate wipe for SeelingKatt here at 11840. By the way, give SeelingKatt some love. Her Twitch channel is her name, SeelingKatt. Make sure you give her some love. She is one of our admin of our community. She works a lot in the backgrounds, making sure the schedules are up to date, doing a lot of the tracking for our major events. She actually does spreadsheets for our commentators, so we actually remember what was where, when, why, how. So she is a great person, a great contributor to our very, very large and continually growing community. And again, Chad, not an easy boss at this stage, especially when we don't have everybody using Illuminas. Like our fellow person in our booth here that won this event, PB&J, please.
Yeah, Illuminas really solve a lot of problems.
So did you do? Oh, you did Ultras League last season, right? What level would you play in?
Yeah, I was in Potion the last season, and I am advancing to Elixir next season.
Oh, congrats! You won't be playing me. I got demoted back to Potion again. But I will say that I did turn the corner in this game to run really, really fast seeds towards the end. I was actually keeping up with the likes of Schwantz in them towards the end of the season. But I just ran into just the worst of bad luck. What happened to Jacksonmas that we just saw in our 5 o'clock match just before this one happened to me in the last on week 8 of our, and then was actually on restream for that too. So I can sympathize with Jack and what happened there. Exact same thing happened to me, and in that point it wasn't even worth trying at that point because it was last week of the season. But yeah, I did turn a corner around week 4 or 5, I want to say, and my gameplay definitely improved. And please reach out. We have mentors in this community, and if you want to have help, you can run a seed. Probably Ultras League would be a good one to do because that is pretty much our quote-unquote standard seed set, flag set to do. Post it up there. We'll have somebody just review it and help walk you through it. They will sometimes record themselves and you can actually learn a lot about the game that way. So please don't be afraid to chit chat. We have a great and welcoming community, and pretty much any questions you ask, unless it's in the middle of the night, will pretty much be answered within about a good 10 to 20 minutes. So
Yeah, our Discord and the Worlds Collide community is awesome. I started playing about a year ago, and yeah, just so much improvement. I mean, this is the high point so far. Obviously, this 1 hour run is insane, but
I mean, it can't get much better than that run. I mean,
yeah, but yeah, I'd encourage anyone who's interested in FO6 or just wants to check out the randomizer, just hop into the Discord. Everyone's really nice.
we appreciate that. I also want to thank all the runners too, and because we can't have these races without the runners, so make sure you give them some love as well. And also give love to PB&J on their channel. I believe it's the same name. That's on screen for Twitch. For me, it's Saberwolf Gaming, 2M's in Gaming. So make sure you give me some love too, okay? I appreciate it. Because I have emotes, by the way, not to self-plug, but I do have emotes available for my Twitch channel. I just need y'all to help to get the views, get the chat in there, and I will have emotes for you all to use. So, not to shamelessly self-plug, but I am literally running out of things to talk about. Okay? And we still have 30 minutes to our next race. So we appreciate those of you that are hanging around with us as we see Tara on PB&J's screen getting which was originally was going to be another blonde-haired character in the Final Fantasy 3 game when they were, or 6 game, depending on where you grew up. Originally, Tara was going to have blonde hair like everybody else did. So would you have preferred blonde-haired Tara or actually the green hair that it was officially changed to?
I mean, the green hair is pretty distinctive. It's kind of cool, but it is also a little weird. But I don't know.
I mean, she is part Esper, which is non-human, I guess. So having a non-common human hair color, I guess, kind of works out that way.
Plus, there are enough blonde characters in this game.
Yeah, like half the characters I think are blonde or have white hair, one or the other, like platinum blonde, maybe. I mean... Like I said, we're thanking Kat here for filling out the rest of this window, being a trooper to finish out this race. Because again, top of the hour coming up here, we do have another race for you all. Nars versus Jesus the Frog. Again, that's coming up at the top of the hour, 9 o'clock. The Schwans will be on the restream and call for that one. This is the first match, I believe, in that series, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, no, it's the second game of the series. It'll be game 2 of the series. Team Valiant versus Team Ultima. Team Valiant is up currently a game thanks to Overswarm. 123.31 Degree Monkeys 134.04. That game actually played yesterday at 9 o'clock. So back-to-back nights, 9 o'clock at night for the Northeast Division, Team Valiant versus Team Ultima. So if Narves wins, Team Valiant will move on to the semifinal round. But if Jesus the Frog wins, we will have to play a game 3, which would actually be Luna Chimera versus Fly Eagles Fly. That will be on Thursday night at 7 p.m. So we'll see how that goes. A couple of the matches to watch out for later on in this Worlds Collide Roaring Triad series. Be sure to look for 1 p.m. on Saturday, Gig of Ram versus Fiery Blizzard. That is actually going to be game 3 of the Northwest Division's Team Radiant versus Team Minerva. Those two teams are currently split 1 game apiece, where Falcon Hit, we just saw earlier on this evening, beating Jaximus Chadius versus Nobody War. We saw that yesterday with Nobody War winning that match. It was actually Nobody War's first win of this entire series. So what a time to get that in there to keep his team in it. SeelingKatt finally getting the damage out there now and getting down Goddess. I also did mention about the Paladin Shield only being 6 battles. That must have been nice to see.
Yeah, it's perfect combo with that Atmo weapon. Sadly, you don't get the Ultima in the Doom flag set, but that didn't really matter.
By the way, chat, if you have any question or anything, we'll try to answer that for you too as well. We want to thank the 58 viewers we currently have still with us, hanging out with us till the top of the hour. We have another race coming up for you. Also, shout out to RP Jesus. I'm going to pronounce it the way it's phonetically spelled. RP Jesus 01 for the follow a little while ago, so thank you for that. Like I said, shoot some questions our way if you'd like, as the Atma-wielding Shadow is on screen here. I'm going to assume he has a Paladin Shield on him, and he does. Yeah, but that weapon's really important to try to get some of these fights like Poltergeist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, but that's not helpful.
No, that's pretty unfortunate. That just cut Shadow's damage like 66%.
Cure only? Oh, come on. Oh, this Merton will heal him back up.
That'll heal him back up. It is
Oh,
also
I'm
nice.
sorry. Here, have a Band-Aid.
It's nice having the auto reflect on the Doom flag set for Poltergeist specifically, because if he decides to cast Stop, which I don't think he did for me or Cat here, but just being able to bounce it back and have him stop himself is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Down goes Poltergeist.
All right, down goes the Spicy Chicken. I believe is that her last statue, I believe?
I don't think she's done Doom yet.
Oh, she hasn't done Doom. Okay, so she still has Doom, who's the mascot of this flag set that we've been running tonight. By the way, that next match that we're waiting for, Narv's... Sorry, I'm choking to death, sorry. Narv's versus Jesus the Frog. That's also going to be another Doom race seed set, so we are going to start with that. 2 character start, 6 characters, 9 espers needed for the unlock. Again, shortcuts are randomized. We're not sure what those shortcuts are going to be until we roll that race. And here's that Doom fight. Hopefully you do not get frozen on Celeste, but yeah, okay. Sure.
I mean, if it's gonna happen, it might as well be the first turn, I guess. Just reset out.
As SeelingKatt goes for round 2 against Doom, I want to mention again for everybody that the next major event that we have coming up for our Final Fantasy Sports Collide community is going to be Multithon. We're actually one of the first races for that randomizer event on twitch.tv/Multithon. It's going to be 2v2. It's going to be 2v2 co-op multi-world race using the Archipelago flag set, where it means 2 runners are going to be running 2 different seeds, but those 2 seeds are connected because some of the rewards that one of your teammates get could be for you, and some of the rewards you get could be for your teammate. The first 2 people to finish for their team will win that head-to-head race. And again, that's going to be on March 16th at noon, which is a Saturday on Multithon. Multithon is a charity speedrunning event raising money for Blue Path Service Dogs. It is a 501c3 that provides service animals to autistic individuals. So, give them a little love and for a great cause. Take a nap, Strago. I mean, Doom just used Strago like one of those punching machines. See how hard you can punch things? I mean, that's essentially what just happened. No questions in chat? Come on, give us a question. Any question? Come on.
Doom being pretty trolly here. Turn up the reverse polarity.
Yeah, and we get through it. By the way, I want to thank you for sticking around on the mic, dude. I do appreciate the company. I'm not so lonely now, so I do appreciate that.
Yeah. Is anyone joining you for the next race?
Well, Schwann's is actually taking over. I'm going to bed because I have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So, yeah. So Schwann's and I had this discussion. Some behind the scenes stuff for you guys. So Schwann's and I had a discussion off the side. See, which would you prefer to earlier or later? I told him that, well, I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning for work. So if he doesn't mind, I'll take the 7. If he wants to take the 9, he says it's fine. He stays up later usually anyways. So I'll be taking, so any ones that currently start at 7, I'm taking. Anyone that currently starts at 9, he's taking. And it doesn't look like currently from the schedule, because, I mean, we are missing a couple matches that haven't been scheduled yet. Thursday might be a little tricky because we do have 2 races possibly going on at 7 o'clock. So what likely we'll be doing there is we'll probably be recording one of those offline for you all, and then probably turning it around and airing it for you as soon as possible around 9 o'clock that night, which I could probably do. So just be aware of that. So we will have probably 2 races on Thursday. We'll pick one to be live, and the second one will be just tape delayed, and it will be pretty much like live, basically. Right now, we don't have any races on Wednesday currently, so Wednesday looks like it's just going to be a community day. We actually stream on Wednesdays over on Speed Gaming. We'll find out which channel we're on, because there's like 6 different channels of Speed Gaming. So that's usually around 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, so there'll probably be a community race over there. Likely to be either Ultra Sleek of the week, or we'll probably do a showcase what we're coming up on Multithon that I just mentioned, a co-op archipelago possibly too. So we'll see what happens that day. Diving into Kefka's climb now, we do have our first one. We X-zoned out the long arm, so now we got to focus down the head. Ooh, fortunate dread there. We'll see if it misses, and it does not. Plenty of soft, though. That is a dead head now. All we have left is a short arm now. Fader coming out here for Phantom here. So that's going to block any of these counters, because every time you hit short arm, it's going to counter you in the face. So these counters are going to automatically miss each time here. Just like that. Again, SeelingKatt, whatever admin or community, perfectly executing this right now. And that is gone for tier 1. You want to talk about tier 2 for us? Like what each part of is?
Yeah, so on the far left is Magic, and Magic pretty much just spams annoying spells, so you really want Mute to just shut them down completely. And then the little area in the middle is Tools, which is usually, you don't see much of it because it will die to instant death spells, hopefully. And then Hit is the blue guy on the right, and he just punches. When he dies, he does 10 hits, which is exactly what it sounds like. And then the tiger face at the bottom just kind of does like fire and ice magic, and can also do zombify, which is pretty scary.
Yeah.
So the general strategy is you mute magic, kill tools with instant death, and then focus down the tiger.
Well, luckily on our team, we did get 4 fights, or 3 or 4 fights here for Dragon. We lost her tracker when she had to reset her game system. Apparently, what happened was she ran out of RAM on her computer, so I probably should know what happened.
Wow.
Two of her characters get frozen here. Don't know if she has fire to try to bring him back here.
Well, there's no fire spell available in Doom's Rage. One thing you can do is if you have like a fire rod in your inventory, you can equip it on someone and smack them.
Yeah, I mean, the bad luck for SeelingKatt continues here, unfortunately. We have to hope for a Flare Star to come out here, and that's not going to happen as Tiger is dead here. Also, we have Reflect on our party, so we're not going to get any Fire 3 spells coming out of Magic either. Which is also why she didn't use Mute, because we had Reflect on. That is 10 hits now. We actually do want to hope that these do hit Realm and Celeste, so maybe we can kill them and then bring it back to life unfrozen.
Yeah, that actually would be better.
And we did get Realm, and Celeste naturally unfroze herself anyways after the end of the hits. Go figure. Come on. And there's that Fire 3 we were just mentioning before, but the Reflect is going to prevent that. One cool thing now is that since Magic is the only one up now, none of our team is going to die here. The only scary part is if it's a Merton opener for Sleep here on the next tier. That is going to be the scary thing. Counter Reflect from Magic. I can do that too.
It is funny when you have the auto reflect in this seed. You wind up seeing a lot of anti-reflect like stuff that's built into the boss's fight coding.
Dr. DT in here saying Realm and the Atma Weapons, my favorite glam punk band. Oh gosh, that is okay. Well, we get tier 3, man. What's tier 3 like?
Oh yeah, the girl on the left will spam Pearl Wind and stuff. So you want to kill her first. She has 10,000 health, and then the most important thing is you don't want to get. Oh, okay.
So about that Merton I mentioned before.
Yeah, thankfully everyone was high enough health that it was all right.
Yeah. Okay, well, only one of those sword attacks landed on Girl. Girl is still up. Okay, Girl's down.
Yeah, so most important thing is just make sure you don't push him over his like enrage threshold. If you do about 30,000 damage, he'll start casting Meteo and Train, which are both really awful to deal with. So
yes,
you want to set him to just as close to that as you can, and then try and finish him quickly so that he doesn't use those.
Well, there's that Shrine coming out there, which we were kind of mentioning before. Sleep, you have to kind of treat that game like Don't Wake Daddy. That's pretty much how you have to treat Sleep here, and then you have to try to put him away. And hopefully Realm can put him away with this about 9k damage, and the Calmness does come out, and we're moving on to
K4.
So
we're good.
But the whole entire team is blind and muted, so we're going to have to take a round to try to undo that, which unfortunately also means we're going to have to get a Fallen One here. And with an Atma weapon using party, that is going to be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah. hopefully we got a couple more X potions or elixirs in our back pocket here.
So for those joining us right now, I noticed that a couple of comments are like, "Oh, 40-minute difference." Well, I mean, when the person in the booth with me, pbnjplz, again, congrats on the head-to-head win here. When you find Illuminas in the Coliseum for dirt cheap and your opponent doesn't, at the beginning of the race, that kind of dictates how the race is going to end up being. And that's what we saw, so...
Yeah.
No Mega Elixir available here for Kat, so she's going to have to heal the hard way with regular elixirs.
I like the Lagomorph there to take off the blind status from everyone. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that is an effect that a lot of people don't know about. Oh, I was going to say Rude on the Havoc Wing, but luckily we still had Fenrir up on Realm.
Always cool when you get to see the intentional Lagomorph as opposed to the ever-present unintentional Lagomorph.
That is true. Alright, so SeelingKatt, they're just waiting now for the Goner power-up here, as we're kind of near that range now. Oh, Hyperdrive counter into the worst target possible, Shadow. Who has that ammo weapon, so that's going to stink as we do go into that Goner stage now. Yeah, that damage greatly cut down.
Should be getting pretty close to dead here, though. Okay.
Should be pretty close here. There it is. GG Kat for finishing it off at 1:42.52 there for the final time for that. She did give a little chuckle LOL in our chat. We will see if she wants to join us in the chat room here to chit-chat with about it just for a second. But again, coming up here in about 15 minutes' time, we do want to remind everybody we do have yet another match coming up very, very, very soon here at the top of the hour, 9 o'clock hour. Again, that is going to be Nars versus Jesus of Frog. That is going to be Game 2, Team Valiant versus Team Ultima. Coming up here at 9 o'clock. Yeah, she's going to join us in chat. She's like, "Why not? You stuck it out for me." Well, I mean, actually, Kat, you kind of filled the bit of a void we had after the ridiculous run we had at PB&J. GG Kat.
Oh, thank you. Not my day to win, apparently. That's insane, dude.
Well, I mean, PB&J, you have the honor of explaining what the hell just happened where you had a 1 hour run.
I'm guessing that you went for Atma weapons early and maybe found an egg that I didn't.
No, so I actually found Illuminas in the Coliseum for both edges.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I just had 4 characters with Illuminas, and I was just holding A, and I got 0 dead checks.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It was insane.
Yeah, so 5 actually had 5 Illuminas. One person actually had a Genji glove. Found it very early on for the edges. And like he also said, a perfect 13 check, no dead check run.
Yep.
I mean, and at the point where he did that was at the same point you had that reset against Atma in the Magitech facility. And at that point, he was already, I think, in finishing Floating Continent, already doing like 3K a swing. And it was like, okay, yeah, there's nothing you can do when...
Not at that point, no.
There's nothing you can do when your opponent has Illumina like swings like that. But just chat about the run. I mean, offense was, again, tough for you to find, but you did have those Atma weapons that you did find. Were able to equip it on a couple of players to really finally get that damage going there.
Yeah, it was mainly getting the money for them. I put it off a little to wait until I had a few levels on my characters, because, Atma weapons. Well, starting this event, I thought Goddess was going to be the bad flag set, but I'm more scared of Doom, honestly, because if we get 2 bad starting characters, the offense is just a slog trying to get it going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it guess it does take a bit for that to warm up for you because you have a very narrow direction of where to go because you only got those two characters.
Yep. But yeah, once I got that going, I was surprised how easy Tower was. Although the statues were actually easier than the other two bosses in Tower for whatever reason. I was actually pretty happy with that run overall. There's just no way I could have competed with that insane hour.
Yeah. I mean, PB&J beat the fastest Doom run by 15 minutes. And that was by my teammate Mark back in like
Mark's
the first
insane
week.
Too, yeah.
So, but what can I say? My team is eliminated, so I really can't say much. I mean, come on.
Well, I think this is the first run for my team, so hopefully we still got a shot.
Yep, this is the first run for your team. We still got a couple more matches to go. The only match that we know of that's currently in the schedule is Honey versus Golden Shocker, which is until Saturday at 7. Tybalt versus Posumorphus have not scheduled their match yet, so we do not know when they're going to play their match yet. So the one we know next won't be until Saturday night, which is the end of the week. But yeah, we still got a couple more matches to go.
Well, I gotta congratulate you, PB. That was phenomenal. I'm gonna have to watch it back.
Thanks.
I mean, and Drinks Glue actually joined me for the broadcast too, and both of us were like, "Oh, I feel so bad." But chat, please give love to Kat. Kat is one of our administrators in our community. She does a great job, does a lot of work behind the scenes. It's also one of our best trackers, and always jumps in for the major events to help track. Because she doesn't just track; she actually does spreadsheets for us, so we know where everything was in the whole entire seat set. We don't have to like try for memory thing. I mean, you are an awesome person, especially for sticking it out for this run.
And I'm planning to be with you for finals week, so
yay! Yeah, hopefully for finals we can have all 3 matches one day, I hope, or do 3 matches at the same time in a row. I don't know. It does depend. Or maybe we could do the ultimate, like 3 games at once. I don't know. No, we won't do that. We won't do that from 3 different flags. No, we won't do that. We learned our lesson from that one.
Yeah, I think we've learned our lesson on that one.
But it was fun. I mean... anything else before we let you both go there for this evening?
Not for me. I just want to thank the Restream team for all their hard work. Don't get yourself burned out, please.
I'm trying not to. Me and Schwans have been doing a lot of Restream stuff. We did have a 5 o'clock airing, which we actually recorded at 9 o'clock this morning. So we aired that first, and we had this one live. We got another live event coming up next at 9 o'clock, like we mentioned before. So we do have a lot of action coming up for you all this week.
Well, okay. Prepare yourselves. Your body is ready.
Oh, yes, it is. And PB&J, anything from you before we sign off here and get ready for the next match?
No, just, thanks to the Restream team. Thanks to the admins for facilitating this event. And thanks to my teammates. It's been super fun.